Hi, everybody. This is Sweet June. How's everybody doing today? I'm just glad to have a little bit of time off work. It's a blessing to have a little bit of time off work. I needed it. I want to talk about something very serious. Um, there is a lot of racist Trump supporters out there. I've made the point in some of my other videos that um, these Trump supporters think it's okay to um, be racist and do try to attack black people and they kind of turning up the heat on black people now since Trump won the presidency. Did I say that right? They trying to turn up the heat, and it seems like to me that their targets are black women and children. Um, because this young lady was coming home from school, and one of the Trump supporters, she got attacked by this racist Trump supporter. Thank God that she's okay. But then I'm hearing some other cases of black people being, it just seems like their targets are black children and black women. And I was marinating on this the other day, and I have to ask myself the question, why? Why are black women and children the targets of these racist Trump supporters? I think I seen one last week. Last Saturday, I was going to the farm market, and I seen one. I could tell that they was one of the supporters because um, they was driving in this pickup truck, and they had two flags on the truck. One was American flag, and I don't know what the other one. It wasn't a Confederate flag. It was some kind of other flag that he had. It wasn't a Confederate flag. It was another type of flag. I don't exactly know what it meant. Maybe it was a white supremacy flag. I don't know. But the other one was American flag. He had two flags on the truck, and he was just driving erratically. He was just driving crazy. I'm waiting on the light to change, and he's just driving erratically, just driving crazy. And I was like, yep, that's one of them racist Trump supporters. And I said, well, let me hurry up. And I said, I don't want to get nowhere near him. And I was coming up to the light. He was already at the light down the street, and I was coming up to the light. And thank God that the light changed before I got down there. And I just hurry up and got straight to the farm market because I said, well, I don't want to be in his path. But I could tell he was one of the supporters because he was driving really erratically. He had this pickup truck with these two flags on it, and he was just driving erratically. And I'm like, okay, where are the cops when they're never where they're supposed to be. They're so busy worrying about what black folks is doing. And that was the thing that popped into my head. I should see they're so busy worrying about what we doing, all in the hood and everything, all in our neighborhood and everything, trying to worry about what we doing all the time. They need to be trying to look out for these racist Trump supporters that's trying to attack black people. I said that's what they need to be looking out for as well. So, I could tell that day was one of the supporters because he was driving really erratically. And I pulled into the farm market, and I parked, and I was checking I was getting ready to get out my truck. So I'm driving my son's truck right now. I was ready to get out of the truck. And sure enough, I heard him, I can tell he was coming up, around the corner. Because he had turned a different way just before I turned into the farm market. But then I'm sitting in the parking lot getting ready to get out, and here he come driving around. I could tell, I could hear him, and then I turned around. There he was, turning the corner. I'm like, oh my God. So I felt like at that point I dodged a bullet, because I didn't know what I was gonna do if he saw me. You know what I'm saying? So I just thank Jehovah God that He had His protective hands on me that day. But it's scary, being a black woman. It's kind of scary, But I know God doesn't give us a spirit of fear and everything. But it was kind of scary, I was kind of scared, But it just seems like their targets are black women and black children. And I was marinating on that the other day, and I was like, I wonder why. And I think the reason why that black women and children are the targets is because they know one thing about it: white people are not stupid. Um, we shouldn't insult their intelligence. They're not stupid. They know what's going on in the black community, and they know that we're divided. We They know that our communities are weak. They know that there's no there's no unity in our race. They know that there's no unity in our communities. They know that black men and black women are divided. They know that a lot of the fathers are not there in the homes with the black children. They know that. They know that. They're not stupid. They're racist, not stupid. They know that. And I think that that's we're the most vulnerable. Women and children are the most vulnerable people. And when you think about war, and when you think about any war that's ever went on, um, a lot of the casualties in any war has always been the women and the children. When you think about some of the stuff that goes on in other countries, what are the primary casualties? The primary casualties are women and the children, are the women and the children, because the women and the children are the most vulnerable. No matter what black men think that black women, we got some of these black men on here saying that black women are masculine and all this kind of stuff. No matter, it doesn't make a difference whether you think that or not. The bottom line is that the Bible says a woman is a weaker vessel. We're the weaker vessel. So, the bottom line is that we are still, in fact, a weaker vessel. And they know that there's division in the black community. They know that we're divided. And they know that we're in the first people that they think of that they can target is black women and children, because they know the women and the children are the most vulnerable. If you're looking at enemies, if the enemy is looking to attack in any situation, they're going to attack the most vulnerable people that they feel is the most vulnerable people in that community or in that city or whatever, that country or whatever. You know, so and they know that we're divided, and they know that black women are not we're not protected by our men on a mass level. They know that. And they know that our communities are divided, and I think that's why they're targeting black women and black children. And it's kind of scary. And I'm kind of upset about the situation. I don't get involved, not trying to go into all the talk about politics, because I don't do that. But um, I just can't help but to think that Trump started all this stuff. He sent the message out that he somehow they got the message from him that it was okay to feel this way. It's like they got it just like it seems like the way he was talking during the process of the election. He gave them the green light. He gave them I'm sorry, but I'm gonna tell it like it is. He gave them the green light to feel the way they feel. And now they somehow think it's okay to I'm not saying black men aren't targets either, but it just seems like they're trying to target women and children, the black women and the black children. So I'm here to tell you, my people, to please be careful. Please be careful out here. Pray before you go somewhere. Pray about it, and everything. And just please be careful out here, guys. You know, um, and as I said in other videos, we need to, black people, we need to come together. We need to come together. I know you guys. I don't know if you guys think I'm beating a dead horse. I don't care. I don't care about beating this dead horse. I'm gonna cut to the chase. I don't care. I don't care about beating this dead horse. I'm gonna keep saying it over and over and over. We got to come together, black people. We got to come together. It's an emergency. It's an emergency. It is an emergency. We need to start coming together and start coming together now. It's an emergency. We don't know what's going to go down within the next 4 years. And it don't make no difference what religion you're in. It don't make no difference. It even don't even make no difference what race, because white people are going to be affected too. You know, racism affects us all. I've made that point in my other videos. Racism affects us all. This doesn't affect black people. It's going to affect white people too. It's going to affect everybody. But this is the time we need to come together, black people. We got to start. It's an emergency. We got to stop all this division. We got to stop all this black on black crime and killing each other and um, this who shot John stuff. We got to stop all this. Black men and black women need to stop all this gender war crap. We got to stop it, people. It's an emergency. It's an emergency, black people. It's an emergency. We got to get it together. You know, we're already in danger of becoming a permanent underclass already. And now it's going to seem like it's going to be war that's going to be declared on our communities by people outside our race. We already have a war going on within our communities. We already got wars going on within our communities from our own people. If you already got a war going on in your own communities with your own people, and then you got people outside of your community coming in and wreaking more havoc, how detrimental do you think that's going to be? It's going to be very detrimental. It's going to be very, very detrimental, and it's going to be a lot of bloodshed, you know. So I don't know. I pray that to Jehovah God that there's not going to be a race war. I don't want to see any more dying. I don't want to see any more deaths. But you know, the Bible prophecy is being fulfilled. We are in our last days. We are in our last days in this system, and we're getting close to the very end. And Satan is turning up the heat. He turning up the heat because he knows his time is short. As I've made that point in some of my other videos. I mean, Satan knows his time is short, so he's turning up the heat, and um, we can't give him the victory. There's too many people out here, black and white, that's giving Satan the victory. I was talking to my cousin the other day, and he was making the point that um, some people got demons in them. You know, they got the demons. It's demonic. They got Satan has completely took over their whole being, their heart and everything, and their soul and spirit and everything. And it's just that's what they're operating on. You know, and I think in order for that to happen, I think that he does have some valid points. And I think that in order for that to happen, there has to be a window. There has to be a window for Satan to get in. And the only way you can keep that window shut and keep Satan from getting in is you got to you got to put the armor of God on you. We got to put the full armor of Jehovah God on us. We got to get in our Bibles. You guys run around talking about you don't believe in the Bible. You better start believing in it. Oh yeah, and you got to get in them scriptures. There's a lot of truth to them scriptures because Bible prophecy is being fulfilled. Things that are being prophesied in the scriptures is taking place. It's coming to pass. You people hollering that you don't believe in the Bible. You need to start believing in it. That's what Satan wants you to say. He wants you to say you don't believe in the Bible. He wants that. Because so he can come on in and infiltrate your mind, infiltrate your spirit. Don't let him do that. In order for the demons to get into you, there has to be a window. Now you got to decide whether you're gonna open that window and let Satan come in, or you're gonna close the window. Only way you're gonna close the window and not let Satan in is you got to shield yourself with the full armor of God. We got to shield ourselves with the full armor of God, Jehovah God, and Jesus Christ. And we gotta get in them scriptures. We gotta study. We gotta draw closer to Him. We have to draw closer to Him. And we all know that God is love. He's not hate. He's not about us hating our neighbor. He's not about us hating somebody because they have a different color. He's not about that. Jehovah God is about love. Jesus is about love. And we got to shield ourselves with that armor. You know, because if you don't, You're gonna have that window open. You're gonna let Satan come on in. And Satan is like a pimp. Satan is a pimp. He's like a pimp. Everybody knows the analogy of a pimp. A pimp will get a woman. He will use her. He will put her out there on the street to be used by other men to make money and everything, so he can profit. Then he will ultimately destroy her. See, a pimp ain't got no love. He will use her to his advantage. Then he will ultimately destroy her. He has no love. And Satan, when I think of Satan, I think of a pimp. Satan is a pimp. He will use you. He will use you to his advantage. And after he gets done using you, he will destroy you. Because Satan don't have no love. He don't have no love for us. You don't want to be on Satan's side of the fence. I don't want to be on Satan's side of the fence. I want to be on Jehovah's God's side of the fence. Because I know that he loves me. I know that he got love for me. He's got my best interests at heart. No matter what I'm going through. But I know Satan ain't got no love for me. He has no love for me. Why would I want to be on his side of the fence? He don't have no love for me. He wants to use me and destroy me. And that's his job. That is his job to do that. That he got hurled down here to the earth. That is his job. So you guys gotta make a decision. Are you gonna be on Satan's side of the fence or Jehovah God's side of the fence? You know, you can't straddle the fence. Satan owns the fence. I want to be on Jehovah God's side. You know, I want to be on the love side of the fence. I don't want to be on the hate side of the fence, because the hate side of the fence is where Satan is at. So black people, we got to do better. I'm just going to keep driving this point closer and closer to home. It's an emergency, black people. We are in a state of emergency. We got to start to unify, and we got to do it now. Now is the time to do it. We don't know what's going to go down within this next 4 years. And we got to pray. We got to pray, and we got to start praying really, really hard. Because some stuff is about to break off. And if we don't have that full armor of God on us, we don't have that full armor of Jehovah God, I don't know what to say about you. You know, we got to get girded up, you know, in the spirit and everything, because we don't. You know, people saying that, there's people saying that black people, we got to start defending ourselves and getting guns and all that. Well, you gotta put on that spiritual armor. Okay, it ain't so much as about all that, but you need to put on your spiritual armor. Because Satan is trying to get as many people as he can get. His time is short. So he's trying to recruit as many people on his team as he can get. And once he gets you, he is going to destroy you. He's going to use you to his advantage, and he is going to destroy you. So I know anybody with a half a brain shouldn't want to be on his side of the fence. Okay, I got some more interesting videos coming up. That's something for you to marinate on. Marinate on that. Like and share this video. I got some more interesting videos. Stay tuned. This is Sweet June.